Gang, I got a channeled message for you today. I was just channeling this song. And I'm so messy. Then I'm so fucking clean. You told me get a job and asked me where the hell I've been. And I'm so perfect till I open my big mouth. You know this song? Okay, so this channeled message today is brought to you by Moon and Froggy. Froggy's over here. Alright, is brought to you by Moon and Froggy. Now, this message is about when you're about to be blessed. Okay, and I mean not just averagely blessed, I mean majorly blessed. There's a couple of things that could be happening. If you are resonating with this video in time, if it's come across your page, if you've clicked on this video, right, there's probably something in here that your soul wants you to hear right now, because you know, you could be at this point where you may be someone that likes to help people, right? You may have abilities, you may have a talent, you may have an incredible like writing ability, creative ability, you may be a channel, you may be, you know, you could be anything. You know, you may be about to do something for yourself that's going to change your life around forever. And what's happening at this point, if you're seeing this video, is photon belts are breaking off your mind. Okay? So what this means is that there's a big miracle. You might say it's a miracle. It's supernatural blessings coming into your life. Yeah, like lightning. Okay? And around a time like this, I'm just saying from my personal experience, as someone that's been spiritual my whole life, I've been gifted my whole life. Only the last 2 to 3 years I've honed in strongly on my gifts and even had upgrades on them. And I'm just telling you, as someone that just doesn't give up, like I'm someone who will not give up. If I want something, I will go after it, and I won't let people get in my head about it. They just become outside muffled noise to me, right? And you have to have this discernment on any spiritual quest or any personal development quest, because it's not just about what you think about. And okay, like, you know, when we're manifesting, you know, people say if you just stay positive, you know, nothing negative will happen. Well, it's not entirely true, okay? Because even if you do all the healing work on yourself, even if you healed yourself to the nines, right? And you floating on cloud 11, and you chosen, you know you anointed, and you see through the matrix, right? You have to understand there is a dark intelligent force in this universe, okay? Not just this universe, in the multiverse, that will literally target you when you're about to do something big that could either impact your life or impact other people's lives. So you might be writing a book, you might be making a song, you might be making a video, you might be having this great idea, you might have a business idea, you might have something, you might have a lot of money coming in, okay? Whatever's going on, you're seeing this video because you're at a point like that, okay? And things are about to turn around drastically for you. There's no doubt about it. And you can sense that, okay? You know this in your heart and soul. You've been putting in work. You've been putting in efforts. You know, it's time for you to reap a lot of rewards for the things that you've been working on or working toward. It doesn't matter where you're at in your journey. This dark matrix will test you every single time. And I'm at a point in my journey where it's just like looking at the devil dressing up in front of you. Like, that's how I could explain it. It's like, oh my gosh, here we go again, right? There's a saying, when it rains, it pours. And you'll notice when you ain't doing anything to better your life or better other people's lives, no one hits your phone up. No one comes and messes with you. No one hates on you. No one's sending you crazy energy. No one's doing fuck shit to you when you're not bothering anybody, right? When you're just being a good little, you know, servant and complacent and whatever, like a bot, you know? But you ain't like that. If you've seen this message, you ain't like that, okay? So you're going to notice these attacks amping up. You can call them attacks. You can call them, they are attempts by the dark matrix to throw you out of alignment, okay? But it's a test before you get blessed. That's exactly what it is. And I've seen it enough times in my life. You know, I've been in many different fields in my life, and I'm not saying like I'm the fucking G or that you have to listen to me about any of this, but I have been through many different fields and excelled in many different things, and it doesn't matter where I place myself. Wherever I place myself, I will succeed. And if you're seeing this message, you have the exact same energy. Wherever your attention goes, things grow, things flourish, okay? And especially when that energy and attention is all turned back on yourself, that's exactly when the freaking dark matrix is going to come out and try to get your attention on everything outside of you. So it'll be like the craziest week or the craziest day, or if it's 2 days, remember, if something happens 2 times, it'll happen a third. That's universal law. So it might be 3 crazy days, or like 3 days of being tested, or a week of being tested, and just like people coming out of nowhere when before it was quiet, right? Only when you start making power moves does the dark matrix start to target you, right? Only when you start making power moves, believe me when I say it sends off a signal in your energy field that makes these haters want to come out of the woodworks. They got something to say, right? Oh, you're too messy. Now you're too clean. Now you're not speaking right. Oh, you're so perfect till you open your big mouth. You know what I'm saying, gang? People are going to have a problem with what you're saying all of a sudden. They're going to be wanting to tear you down all of a sudden. They're going to be coming for your self-esteem. Sometimes people come in the form of love, that you can be tempted by love. So, you know, inner standing and being grounded in your energy is that you're never alone. You are loved unconditionally, beyond your freaking comprehension, beyond measure. You are love. You are everything you could ever want and more. And when you're in that empowered kind of energy, there's nothing that can, you know, create a delay or distraction for you that is actually going to succeed at, you know, taking you off your path. Though we all get tested throughout our life, right? Sometimes we fall for the bait. And that's okay. It's not about feeling guilty or like ashamed of yourself for falling for the bait, because there's all different rankings of demons. There's all different rankings of starseeds, light workers in this world. The whole point of this is just to let you know that your blessings are coming. Your blessings are here. You're already aligned with them, okay? It's just you may be one step away from doing something that could change your whole life, or someone else's life that's also really powerful and has the capacity to change a lot of other people's lives. You never know who you're inspiring. You never know when you're talking to a stranger who they're going to go and tell, and who they might inspire, and who they might change their life around. It's like you've got a book, right? It's like a download. Let's just go say, for example, this book. And this is like a download you can just pass to somebody, right? And you may do that effortlessly. And then they'll take that download. You may do it, you know, you may put effort in. You may do it consciously, intentionally, right? You may read a room, read a person, and give them this download, give them this something, right? You hand it to them. They'll take that. Though you can't see it in the physical, they'll take that, and they'll be able to either they might go copy that book and go hand it out. Like it's like getting printed and hand it out energetically, like copy and pasted. So never underestimate the power of your influence. Never underestimate the power of your freaking mighty, mighty universe as well. The mighty, mighty God, the prime source creator. Never underestimate that power, because once you get past the test phase, it's like a little cyclone coming. You know what I mean? You can see it. You just sit there and you observe that cyclone. You observe the freaking dark matrix. You don't react. You smile at the face of it, right? You smile at anything trying to inject fear into you. And you wait patiently for the increased influx amount of signs that you will get after the tests, which will be signs about alignment, abundance, prosperity. You will just have signs about you about to get lucky, and it will be so amped up. You know, sometimes your intuition or your guides can be a bit quiet around the time when you're being tested too, but they will guide you. They'll step in and let you know something's off, right? So it's good to be paying attention to the signs of the universe, right? Even if you've got desires or urges to go and do things that aren't in alignment with what you're doing, where you're trying to go. Just pay attention to that, you know? Just, you don't need to hold on and latch on to any thoughts or anything, but just observe, you know? Life doesn't always have to be acted upon. You can simply just observe. You don't have to react to really anything. And it's true, you really have free will. You can tap out of anything at any point you want. You could be, you know, in the middle of the shopping center talking to somebody and just walk away from the conversation because you have free will, right? But then there's those of us who are in the divine matrix, right? And our free will is handed over to our higher selves. So is there really free will? That's a whole different topic. That's a whole big can of worms, okay? But yeah, what I'm saying is, at a time like this, if you see in this video, make sure that you just stay grounded, okay? Just stay focused, right? Just your intuition is really loud right now, and you're going to notice everything outside of you is going to try to mess with what's going on in your internal guidance system. Don't let it. Okay, just laugh at it, smile at it. That's what I try to do through making a lot of readings that I do and messages that I do. I'm trying to show you guys by example. There's a lot of things in this world you don't need to be impressed by. There's a lot of things in this world you don't need to react to, you know, in the way that we're programmed to react to them to. For example, like say someone says something mean to you and like, you know, your initial knee-jerk instinctual reaction is to protect yourself and protect your ego, which is like, you know, they go, oh, you're freaking whatever. They say something mean, right? And then you could react and be like, you know what, fuck you. Nah, fuck you. But you don't have to do that. You just observe how that made you feel, right? And start smiling. Because know that when people are doing that, it's because your blessings are close. They're coming. They're here. All right? So yeah, let's see if we can pull some cards. Let's see what the fuck's going on. Right? You may even notice people like getting really obsessive over you too, like excessively wanting to know information about you, people that really don't have anything to do with you, you know, ever, like until they need something, they'll be popping up, right? Because they can sense there's something you're about to get that they might need too. They think they want to come and take it. I'm telling you, gang. This, look around you. Do you not see intelligence all around you? Right? There is a light intelligence and a dark intelligence. Just remember that at all times, and don't be fazed, you know, because, you know, real spiritual people, you know, when you reach a certain level of enlightenment and you just operating in this reality, you know, people will come to you and they'll say, you know, you're on drugs. They'll say you're off your head. You're, you know, there's something not right. You're off your noggin. They'll try to find weak points in you. They'll try to find like leaks in your energy, like anything they can get that they think they can use against you, they will. And that's why when you go into a cocoon phase and you go into a healing phase and a self-development, inner child healing, shadow work phase, and you learn all about, you know, yourself, you learn all about other people as you learn about yourself too. The work you do in that cocoon phase is so imperative for where you're being taken. So don't bypass, never bypass what's coming up for you to heal. Okay, because what's coming up for you to heal is there to help you be prepared for what's to come. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense, because the stronger you build yourself, the more self-aware you become, the less you are impacted by what's going on outside of you, right? You don't even need to show up. You don't show up in the world for validation. You show up to create, because that's what a God does. That's what a goddess does. That's what happens when you reach Christ consciousness. You know, when you reach enlightenment, you realize you're just here to play. You're here to create. You're not here to be validated by anyone, though it's nice, you know, it's nice to receive compliments and validation from people. But when you realize that's something that you can absolutely give to yourself at any point in time, you can give yourself a hug, right? You can kiss yourself. You can hug yourself to sleep. You got animals too. They love you. You know, you can really love yourself better than anyone can ever love you. And that makes you untouchable to this force. Okay, this dark force. When you understand, you know, when you just sit back and observe, like, okay, I want to react like this, but you don't. You know, you don't give your energy out. Keep your energy in. This is the point of it. Hold your energy in right now, right? It's like, what do you call it? Like semen retention, or, you know, just retaining your sexual energy. It's the same thing. You don't just go, you know, meet freaking Jack and Jill down the road and, you know, just like release your shit all over them. No, you don't just do that, right? It's the same thing. It's a potent life force energy that's running through you that the matrix, the dark matrix, wants to draw out of you. It wants to suck it out of you. I'm telling you. So don't react. So I'm saying, don't give him your sex. It's like, you got to think of it like tantra, okay? I'm not trying to be weird about it. It's just, that's how you need to see it. It's like you are having sex with life. You genuinely are, and you're about to you know, and they want to come and take that you know, they want to get your focus off, because there's something called the method, where, you know, you can actually manifest if you visualize. You hit the plateau phase, right? And then you visualize what it is that you want, or you speak it out just as you're about to right? And that thing can come to you very quickly. Some people use that technique. I've used it a few times in my life, if I'm being brutally honest with you, but I don't do that anymore. But what I'm trying to say is it's the same thing like with life. It really is like tantra. You have been, you know, putting your energy into this thing, charging up your energy, you know, there's all this arousal going on, like all of that, like you're full charged, ready to you know, the universe is ready to just explode blessings all over you, and someone wants to come in, or people try to come in and get you to focus on them while you're about to like, so you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because it's very powerful what you're focused on right now. If you're seeing this message at the time of seeing it, it's extremely powerful what you are focused on. Okay? See, let's pull a card. Look, you know, it's better to just stay magical. It's better to stay mysterious. Because you got a lot of flies on the wall. People, and they freaking monitoring spirits, and they demons, they just start coming out the woodworks. I'm telling you, they come out of nowhere, and they come in flocks. They come in flocks to divert your attention. So just remember, if you're seeing this, you are doing an amazing job. You are amazing at what you're doing, and this is not a time to give up. This is not a time to throw the towel in. This is a time to believe in yourself more than ever, okay? Because you could be at a point in your life where your life is never going to look the same, right? You could be creating something that's going to lead to your life never looking the same at all, ever again. Okay, and that's why you got people watching, these flies on the wall, monitoring spirits, right? I hate to say it, but like I had somebody freaking monitoring my love connection, which I'm not in anymore, but I had somebody monitoring my love connection through divination. And I could see, because like we'd wake up next to each other and boom, I see a freaking cockroach on the wall, like that just watched us, you know, do the deed. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, when you see cockroaches, people and their crazy hella monitoring spirits be doing some wild shit, okay? They be doing some wild shit. They really need to get close. They really need to get up in your shit. So just don't react. And remember to tune more into your magic, tune more into what you can't see, okay? The things that you're trying to create from the void, the things that you're creating from darkness, or you're manifesting from the higher realms. Bring those things in, okay? Stay independent if you have to. Know you are never alone, right? Stay curious on the things that you're curious about. Don't let people divert your curiosity into why they acting like a freaking numbnut bot, right? Don't let them divert your attention. I love you, gang. That's why I'm out here doing this message. I love you, and you'll notice that it's at a time where you feel your most intelligent, or you feel the most sensitive, you feel really deeply connected to yourself and what you're creating. And you know, that's when the temptation comes. That's when people will be coming out trying to take you home, trying to get you alone with them, trying to pull on your sexual energy. This is all about sexual life, force, energy, protected at all costs. Hold yourself in. You know what I'm saying? Hold yourself in. And people literally think, like, another thing I want to say is, you know, when you reach a level of enlightenment, you become so unimpressed by a lot of things in this realm. You genuinely do. And a lot of people that are very enlightened, they have very dopey eyes, right? They just seem really nonchalant, okay? Some people have completely transcended their ego. Not everyone. Some people use their ego, you know, to manifest and complete their soul purpose. Everyone has different soul purposes, right? Everyone's got different dream matrices. But yeah, people will be like, you know, when you just become so relaxed and they see you're relaxed, right? Like my eyes look dopey right now, and I know. And then some people will say I'm freaking smoking something, but in all honesty, I don't care for that right now. You know, I think it's really important to put this message out, because I don't want you guys to be swayed, you know, by anything that's trying to sway you. Because I know I'm not the only one who goes through this, and me personally, I've seen this so many times. It doesn't faze me, but it's definitely inspired me to make this message, because I'm seeing it happen in my life. You know, it's not me projecting. I'm just here trying to share my wisdom from my experience. You know, people are going to want to try to get you to question yourself, doubt your beliefs, doubt what you're doing. Don't fucking listen to them, okay? You're doing exactly what you do. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You're aligned perfectly with your purpose. Don't listen to them. They are the ones that are out of alignment, okay? But this is what they want you to do. They want you to focus on whatever the fuck, why, and try to understand why they are doing what they're doing. There's nothing to it. It's an artificial dark intelligence, okay? That's all it is. And the people that are weak, the people that have holes and weak points in their auric fields, they will be Demons will latch onto them. This force will latch onto them, and it will use these people to get at you. It will sometimes use the people you love to get at you. Believe me when I'm telling you, tribe, I wouldn't make this shit up. And I've just seen it so many times. Like, I've been up, down in my life, but I always come out on top. I always win. It doesn't matter if I'm collaborating with people, they want to throw me under the bus or do some fuck shit. I'll always come out on top. I'm telling you, because I read these signs. So, you know, instead of getting all stressed and pressed about people and their fuck shit and their opinions and whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't matter. What matters more is you staying playful and staying curious and what you're curious about, okay? So get ready for these big blessings to come in. I'm going to pull a couple of cards here. Get ready for these big blessings to come in, you know? Give these motherfuckers a show. If you got monitoring spirits, people remote viewing, using insects to remote view you, right? To pry into your life. People spying in on your life when you've told them you don't want them looking at your life, right? You've set boundaries with people. They don't care. They want to push past it. Just know that it brings out the official SWAT spiritual team. That's what it does. And your team will fight on your behalf, believe me. Okay, the beings and the spirit guides that are assigned to you, contracted to you, will make sure that you know, you're guided to stay in your femininity, or to stay in your divine masculinity or divine femininity, or both, right? To make sure that your intuition is crystal clear. But if you allow yourself or your ego to get involved, you know, you can react to people's bullshit. Right? And this is why the personal work that you do on yourself behind the scenes is so important, because it's when tests like this come into your life and you give into it, it can just blow the whole shit up. You know, I don't pass every test that I get faced with. I'll be honest with you. I know there's some that I haven't listened to my guides about, but eventually, you know, you start to realize they're always right. Your higher self is always right about what's best for you. Okay? You'll know that, gang. I saw this in my mind's eye before it even came out. Cooking, right? You're cooking in the kitchen. God's cooking. Your spirit guides are cooking. Look at this. They're cooking. They on these motherfuckers' asses. People that want to play detective in your life, don't worry. Your spirit guides are freaking detecting all over them. Believe me. They cooked, man. You got the sauce and they know it. Alright? This force knows you got the sauce. Okay? You're alchemists. You can do whatever you set your mind to. You're intentional beings. Right? Some of you may be singers. I'm getting like siren energy, okay? Maybe some of you singing can activate your DNA as well. You know, you take what resonates. That's beautiful. But, you know, there's people that just will not be able to let you go. They'll never let you go. Because they'll forever regret fumbling the beautiful energy that you have. You know, even if they want to say you mistreated them, they don't take into account how patient you were and how much you weighed up everything. You weighed everything up in your mind about how they were treating you and all of that, and you made your decision to walk away from them, okay? It's a different thing when you're just unconsciously disconnecting from people and then consciously, awarely disconnecting from people because you've actually put thought into it, right? There's people out here that don't have any thoughts. They have no internal dialogue. Those people scare me. They scare me. Not really, but they're alarming, okay? They're the people that get used by the dark matrix, right? These bots, these people who want to go out acting like they're something that they're not. They're threatened by your light. They're threatened by your authenticity. They're threatened by your innocence. They're threatened by your purity. They're threatened by anything, your talent, your intelligence, fucking anything, tribe. Okay? You may be a quadruple threat. You may be a triple threat. You may be a double threat. But I can guarantee that if you saw this message today, you need to know that anyone that's doing secretive shit, they're going down fast. Okay? Anyone that's doing shit to throw you out of balance, and they're doing that because they're just like, oh, now's the perfect time to come and sabotage collective. Nah. Right? Just see it for what it is. It's your blessings coming. It's your blessings right there. You're about to touch gold, baby. You're about to touch gold. Okay? You may have Orion guides around you as well. Right? Orion family, star seeds around you. Okay? They want you to know there is a very beautiful time you're coming into. Right? Anyone who's going to try to get in your way, they will get karma. Okay? If they're doing it intentionally, this is the thing. Your enemies, Especially like you know, you get enemies and they wait for when you're down or when something's wrong, right? Because most of the time nothing's going wrong, and good and bad is just an illusion. There's no such thing as good and bad. It's no such thing. It's whatever you believe. You know what I mean? Whatever your belief system is. And then you apply that also to your internal system, right? If your gut feels bad about, you know, like you wouldn't just go murder your neighbor or something. Like you would actually feel bad, or some people wouldn't. You know, it depends what kind of consciousness they came into this realm with. Where they come from. Do they come from the lower realms or do they come from the higher realms? It's up to you. Man, like I literally, we got a loved one here, but I literally had somebody come show me an x-ray of their head, and they actually had devil horns in their skull. And this is what I mean, like the devil, these demons, they have to tell you who they are. They have to show you. They can't just hide in your face. You know, they will blatantly tell you, right? Stay gifted, okay? Some of you may have a loved one in the spirit that's always known you as a gifted child, okay? But it also meant you would be cursed because of your gifts, okay? Like that's it, you know? It means when you're about to teleport somewhere, you're about to jump timelines, you're about to switch something up, boom, you'll see everybody trying to manipulate you, okay? You'll see everybody trying to manipulate you. But look, I just pulled Tantra and white hats, okay? Some of you got white hats. I'll tell you what, it's bigger than just what most people think it is. It's that organization, okay? I'm just going to say this. They're very much so against dark magic, okay? Very much so against dark magic and the dark matrix. And they understand it as well. They understand how it can poison people and completely throw them out of alignment, right? It can mind control you to go and make decisions that you weren't going to make just before you were about to have your big break. You know what I'm saying? So accept that you're about to have a big break. I want you to comment down below. Thank you, multiverse. I love you guys so much. You let me know if this resonated or helped you on your journey right now. Peace to the cosmic tribe. And I'll see you in the next one.